Okay, nice. It's on. Okay, finally at this time. I don't want to tell you what time is it, but it's very late. Okay, so everybody, welcome back to Perlis state paper. Okay, the previous video it's on Penang, right? So I said that will be like, wow, not bad, right? The paper. Okay, this Perlis paper I tried already. Among state papers that I tried, this one consider kind of like it can boost your confidence or not, because it's quite easy. If I say like 5 star, it's gonna be like 2 star plus a bit maybe. Okay, so I use like probably 25 minutes plus minus a bit, okay, to like finish the whole set of paper. So really, you can test out this paper, you print out and you sit down, set 1 hour and see whether you can do it within the time limit or not. Okay, so that's what you're gonna do, okay, to like probably increase your, what's it called, your confidence, because this paper is like, wow. I mean, it's not to say hard one, but it's something where it can boost your confidence, because when you do like full correct, right, I tell you, you're gonna be so happy. Okay, now so another thing I want to share with you is on the Penang paper, right? You know, so the Penang set, I don't know whether you know how to use that particular video or not, because that video, that description box, right, when you open up, show up the whole thing, there is this timestamp where I want strong students not to waste your time watching all the things, you know. So you just focus on that particular question where I already put it there, like challenging and hot question. You refer to the particular question and you press that timeline and it jumps straight to the question where I want you all to watch. You get it? So that's how I save your time lah. So just press that particular question where I select for you. Just go into that. Okay, so let's don't wait and go into our Boost Confidence Perlis 2020. Okay, come, let's start. Okay, so same thing, I'll be like rushing all the way and see whether we can do it like within that very short time period or not. Okay, let's do it. Okay, number 1. Okay, express 0.0000, okay, lot, then 9385 in standard form. So the moment when you get this right, for me, you see the cutoff is here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 of it. Answer will be which one? Answer will be which one? Answer will be D. Okay, because you're gonna make it like smaller, right? But there's one thing you have to be careful. The reason being because they provide you one, okay, or maybe I can say 2 significant figure lah. So if I say 2 significant figure, right, you're gonna check this out. You see, because they give you like up to here 3 only, you know. So you gotta add. Okay, you gotta add and make it 9.4. So some student might accidentally circle C, so that's a common mistake. Okay, so question number 2, a cone is like this. Okay, a cone with a diameter of 9.5. So standard one, 9.5. I'm gonna divide by 2 and make it 4.75. But be careful, everyone. Okay, radius, so I'm gonna make it radius 4.75 for you. Okay, it says the height. Wow, the height is 6.7. Is removed from a solid cylinder with a height of 9.8 cm. The height is 9.8. That's a cylinder, guys. And the cylinder has the same diameter as the cone. Okay, so I'm going to draw like roughly like this. And obviously the height is like 6.7, much higher. And I'm going to draw. I'm going to draw the cone inside. The cone is like over here lah. The cone is over here, 6.7, and the height of the cylinder is 9.8. So that's the whole thing lah. Okay, so everyone, standard, what's the formula? Okay, so let's do the formula. The formula will be cylinder of pi r square h minus of your cone, which is 1/3 pi r square h, right? Okay, so after you get this one, you're going to do like 22/7, and your radius is going to be 4.75 square. And your height going to be 9.8, that will be your cylinder. Okay, minus of your cone of 1/3 times 22/7 times 4.75 square times height of how much? Height of 6.7. So you just quickly type inside. So I will just type it as well. Okay, so this one you just type, okay, everything into your calculator. Spend some time, really type everything out. Okay, write a few decimal points. 694.925. Minus of the other one is like 1/3, 22/7, 4.75 square times 6.7. Your answer being 158.367 lah. So you gotta take your 694.925 minus it. Wow, you will get B as the answer. Okay, 536.56. Okay, so the important thing over here is the formula lah. So formula wise, you have your formula sheet which is right in front of it. You just scroll up, you can see there's plenty of formula for it to use, right? So it's either you memorize it, you do like a few times, you know already, or you can just check out the formula on top. Okay, number 3, distance. So automatically when I say distance, right, you're going to link to speed time. But is this question about speed time? No, it's just purely distance. So they say sun from earth is actually 150, then they put million. What is million? You want to be a millionaire, then you must know how many zeros you need. Okay, millionaire means 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is the million thing. But the thing is, they want standard form, right? So you just do a cut off here and count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So answer is C. Next. Okay, number 4. Table 1 shows the mass in kg of a crackers that has been sold by Kilang Keropok Henna for January, February and March. Okay, so information, everything given there. So see what they want. Given that the mass of the cracker in March is equal, okay, for March, equals to the sum of the crackers in February, and 1/5 of the mass for the cracker in January. So I'm going to take the 2.54. Hey everyone, the calculator at the below me, right? I'm going to use it as when we are doing base, I'll teach you how to press it. Okay, so I don't really go and press that thing, because if I use mouse and click it, right, it will waste my time. So same thing, just follow me, take your calculator, when I read, you clock, then you'll get the answer. Okay, so just follow me, treat it as a study time. Okay, listen to my sound and do the work together. Okay, so 2.54 times 10 power 5. Okay, 10 power 5, and then after that, what you're going to do is to times 1/5 means divide by 5 lah. Times 1/5 means divide by 5. Can you listen to that? And plus with 7600, okay, because they say it will be sum of the two things. And your new answer here is 58400. That will be much. Okay, so since they want to find much, okay, so I'm going to use this thing and compare, and looks like the only answer is here, 1, 2, 3, 4, D. Okay, can? So you got to slowly use to your standard form. Okay, I know there is a way to press in your calculator. Just want to show everybody like one, not to say something where it helps you out, okay, but if let's say really cannot, then you have to use something like this. Okay, so just want to show you a bit. Now, I don't want to purposely teach you something called SCI, because SCI gotta be like a very long process. You gotta press it again, waste of time. So I'm gonna ask you this. The moment you get this answer 58400, right, I want everybody to just introduce yourself to one button done. Can you see this one button in your calculator? Okay, over here in the calculator, just right below me, right, can you see that ENG button there? Can you see that ENG button? This one, ENG button, you see? I just blink it, right? So other calculators, you have this ENG button as well. And okay, so let's say I just press it out, okay? So I will just introduce ENG instead of the SCI significant figure. You can check it out from other YouTubers. You just press how to press significant figure, or maybe how to press standard form using what calculator. They will show you, but it's just that to me it's kind of like waste of time. So the moment when I press ENG, which is engineering notation, so I press it, oops, sorry, I press equal, then I press it. Do you notice it gives you an answer which is not the correct standard form? So I just want to show you a bit only lah, okay? So for me, right, in my head, I'm going to do this thing to make the whole process fast. By the way, you know the answer is D already, because that's the nearest, right? My idea here is to show you how to tune it, okay? The tuning part. Everyone, from 50 plus, you're going to tune to 5.84. 5.84. Do you notice the idea? One side go up, the other side must go down to balance. That's the idea that you have to think. Okay, quick one. One side up, the other side down to balance. One side down, the other side up. Okay, so that will be the balancing thing that you have to know. So from 58.4, you down to 5.84, because the value decreased already. You down by how many place value? Just count. Okay, down by one place value only, because from 58 to 5, down by 1. Down by 1, increase by 1. So the ladder concept works already. 0 over here, 1, 2, 3. Originally at 3, you go up 1, it becomes 4. That's why your answer gonna be D. That's how I think. Okay, so That's why sometimes students might say, teacher, is there any way to press in calculator? Yes. Okay, there is very specific way, the SCI way, or just press engineering notation, make it near, because the point is engineering notation, right? It gives you power 0, power 3, power 6, power 9, all these multiple 3 answer. That's the problem. Okay, so in order to make it like faster to me, I prefer the tuning part. One side go down, the other side go up, or vice versa. Okay, so that's the whole idea of it lah. Okay, and number 5 over here, I'm gonna show you like one more time, like Penang paper I showed you before. I'll just show you another time. 1, 2, 3, base 5. You're gonna change to base 8, right? So anyhow, the traditional way is to go through 10 and go 8, right? So the process is like this. So 5 to 10, bigger you times. 10 to 8, smaller you divide. So that's the idea to memorize. Okay, now, how you times? 1, 2, 3, look at the 5 and put 5, 0, 5, 1, 5, 2. If there's an 8, then you gotta put 8, 0, 8, 1, 8, 2, okay? So, 5, 1, standard you get 1. 1 times 3, 3. 5, 1 times 2, 10. 25, you're gonna add everything. So the moment when you add 25, 10 and 3, you get 38. Okay, you get 38. So 38 base 10, you're going to put 38 over here and you have to keep, look at the word, keep dividing it. Okay, so the traditional way will be dividing it. But you know, calculator can help, right? Okay, so I'm going to use calculator to show you how to press. By the way, do you notice 5, I didn't touch it? Right? Okay, I didn't touch it. Now, so I'm just going to show you, if let's say calculator wise, you press mode, you search for your base, okay? So your base is over here, number 3, but of course other calculators you have other ways. So again, I have to say DEC means base 10. This one not in your syllabus, the HEX. BIN is base 2, so I'm going to write it here. DEC base 10, BIN would be base 2, OCT going to be base 8. So this is like decade, 1 decade, 10 years, right? Binary, 2, and then octopus. So that's how I memorize octopus. You don't tell me December and October, I'll come and slap you. Okay, so that's how I memorize just a memorizing technique. Okay, so next I'm gonna use my 38 base 10, insert into it. So DEC done already, press 38, press equal, and straight press OCT and make it base 8. So my answer gonna be 46. But anyhow, I'm gonna show you like the whole traditional way as well, so that you have an idea of it. If let's say you are dividing using 5, okay? Because 5 you're going to do it yourself already. Okay, everyone. So 38 divided by 8 in your calculator shows you 4 ... Don't take the point. Okay, see? Let me just show you very fast. Wait So mode 1, okay, just divide it. See 38, you're going to divide by 4, divide by 8, you get 4.75, right? So I press SD, okay, 4.75. So the 4.75, you take the 4, and the 0.75, okay, I'm going to press it one more time. The 0.75, you're going to times with the base that you are using, which is 8. So the reason why you times with 8 is to reverse back into the remainder. So the remainder is 6. Guys, actually, doing 1 digit is good enough, because you know the last digit among the 4 given answer is only 46, right? That's why you know the answer is B already, but I will just complete the whole thing lah. So I divide by 8 again. So I'm gonna do like 4 divided by 8. I get 0.5, cry not. So I put the 0 and the 0.5. Okay, standard lah, just press it 0.5 times with the 8 that you are using, you're gonna get 4 and we reverse. Okay, so that's the complete workings lah, in case you need to know for the whole thing. Okay, but don't worry, this thing won't come out in your paper 2-1. This is for paper 1. Okay, and next, number 6, Q is a 1-digit number. If Q5 equals to Q10, state the highest possible value of Q. Okay guys, this is very easy, because when you talk about what's it called, base 5, right? 1 digit maximum is only 1, 2, 3 up to 4. Base 5 max digit is up to 4. Base 10 max digit is up to 9. You got it? So when you come into this case, you say the highest possible value of Q is definitely 4 already. Done. Nothing special, okay? So skip. Number 7. Okay, number 7, you're gonna go this. Now, everyone, hexagon. Two ways is either 180. Okay, hexagon gonna be 6, right? So 6 minus 2 over 6. Then you get 120. Or, like what I mentioned, you always remember like pentagon, hexagon. These are the popular questions, you know. So hexagon total 720, your interior angle 120, your exterior 60. So these are the things where you do a lot already. You just insert everything into your mind already. So you just memorize it. That's why you see Penang paper I wrote the same thing. Perlis paper I'm gonna write the same thing. And the third paper that I'm doing with you is Terengganu paper. I'm gonna do the same thing as well. Okay? So you see all these things I have already. So I just put it there. Y will be 120. And of course you can put the rest up, but I'm not doing it. So I get this as 120, and there's a very obvious straight line that allows me to bring the 60 there. 60 and 90 brings me 30 over here because of 180 minus 90 and 60. And now it allows you to get 120 because of the Y and minus of 30, and you'll be able to get your answer as C. Done. Okay, see, I'm just quickly scan through very fast. Okay, by the way, the Y and X is here lah. Okay, so again, there are so many different ways that you can do. Again, guys, can you see pentagon and the word rhombus? I'm going to intro rhombus in detail a bit. By the way, pentagon, 540 total, 108 for interior, 72 for your exterior. Okay, so or maybe you can use 180, 5 minus 2 over 5 to get your 108. Okay, so that's the standard thing lah, but still, hexagon, pentagon, keep it in your mind. Okay, so standard, guys, you know rhombus. Okay, what is rhombus? Rhombus means same length. Parallel. That's called rhombus. Okay, but the important thing is to see whether there is any other ways that I can use so that I can straight away get my answer. By the way, the one x plus y, do you know something? The rhombus is like useless one, you know, because if let's say this is a regular pentagon, right? Do you notice the y you can transfer here, and you already get a total of 108. So the answer is like very obvious A. You get it? Okay, so that's why I say I can do this paper like very fast, because there's a few questions where you look at it, you know the answer straight away without calculation. So this is one of it. No calculation, circle, that's all. Okay. So number 9. Okay, number 9 is a bit tricky. Okay, tricky as in what, you know? Okay, tricky as in, oh, by the way, there is a full template for this question that I'm gonna feed it together with the description. So when you expand the description, you will see a extra link for Google Drive from Google Drive link. You press it, you'll be able to download that circles template. Okay, cool. So you can have a look at it. Okay, so as for circle, right? Okay, most of the student will say, teacher, some circle I can do, but some circle I cannot do. There's only one specific reason throughout the years that I've been teaching, and I've been asking students, hey, why you can't do this lah, that lah on circles. They say that, teacher, this kind of question I can't do, this kind of question I can't do. Then I see that time, right? I know already. It's because of this one very important rule. Okay, guys, the one very important rule, I always name it in my class as Yu Hang rule. Okay, what is Yu Hang rule? Yu Hang is my very good friend. Okay, so with a big tummy, but now very skinny already. And okay, so I do it this way. So there's a tangent point, guys, and there is these two lines that shoot out and touch the circumference of the circle. Okay, so Yu Hang is a very playful kid, you know. Okay, not kid like, it's an adult, but it's like very funny guy. Okay, so he's sitting right on the slide. Okay, so let's assume that that's a slide, and Yu Hang is just sitting right on top of it with both hands up, and the legs like spread out and try to slide down from the slide. And because of the heavy body, right, so the moment when Yu Hang slide out, it's like slide out of the slide and sit outside of the, I mean, you can sit on the ground already lah. Okay, it's like boom, go out already. So that's the whole idea. You are sliding out that angle which is right on top to the outer part of the triangle. So same thing. Let's say Yu Hang say, "Why, it's fine. I'm going to slide it one more time." So Yu Hang will sit on top of the other top of the slide, which is like very high end over here. Okay, so I'm drawing it and slide down again, and now Yu Hang is like outside one more time. You can see that. So that's this Yu Hang rule that I want to tell everybody. So when you come into this circle question over here, right, do you notice there is a very obvious one, but it's terbalik one, correct? Okay, why not we just do a quick reading on it? Okay, EFGH is a tangent. Okay, it's a tangent to a circle at F. Okay, quite obvious tangent point like what I mentioned. And two lines spreading out touch the circumference, and can you see that very big triangle that I mentioned? Okay, and Yu Hang already slide out 65 degrees, can you say that? And where is that original very high point where Yu Hang sit on top before it slide down? This is the part. So this is 65, can you see that? So I'm trying to imitate the same rule, you know. So after you put that 65 there, right? Okay, next, do you notice this very important form 3 rule that you can apply? 1, 2, 3, 4, your cyclic quadrilateral. That's the one. So this is the part where I'm going to write 180 degree minus P to get the answer. Because opposite add up together 180 ma. So I take 180 minus P, I get this part. So now I'm going to write extra workings over here. 360 degree for the whole thing equals to 220 plus 65 plus 180 and minus P. Okay, I'm going to do a bracket to remind you only. But it won't affect because the plus is outside of the bracket. It won't affect the whole symbol. So now you do the usual what? Your usual calculator, what's it called? Your calculator linear equations are, so you just bring the rest of it to the other side. You minus 220 minus 65 minus 180. Take your calculator and press like 360 minus 220 minus 65 minus 180. You get negative 105 degree equals to negative P. So what your answer will be? P equals to 105. Answer is B. Okay, next, number 10. Okay, as for number 10, right? Okay, as for number 10, it's a bit tricky, as in it involves rotation. So when you talk about rotation, right, I have 3 different videos that I will fit in the description below. You just click that link, you'll be able to recap the 3 different style of rotations, okay, that benefits this question as well as your paper 2 transformations. Okay, don't forget paper 2 transformations worth 12 marks. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, so let's read. Diagram 4 shows 2 triangles PQ on the square grids. Okay, on the square grids. Okay, when I read this question, it says Q is the image, so let's put image and let's put P as the object. Okay, I'm going to make it smaller so it will be easier for you to see. Okay, I'll make it smaller. Okay, and now it says find the image of S under the same transformation. Okay, everyone. So I'm going to focus on this PQ and work out the type of transformation that they are trying to say. So everyone, the 4 type of transformation is translation, reflection, rotation, and finally enlargement. So let's use some elimination method. We eliminate those things where it's not important, not related. By referring to this object image given in front of you, this object image, right? Can you tell me what's the first transformation that you will cancel off? Translation, right? So that's the first thing I have to cancel off. Because translation, there is no change in orientation, it remains the same position, but it remains the same orientation, but change of position really. So I'm going to take away this translation. And what's the next thing that I will take away? Obviously enlargement. These are the 2 things. And between reflect and rotate, let me tell you something. It's quite obvious that your reflection is not possible really. And the reason being, you can feel it. Or maybe you can say, in order to 100% know whether this is rotate or reflect, right, you just have to connect all the relevant points together. Just like this point to this point, you see? And after that, this shorter one to shorter one like this. And then finally, the longer one to longer one. So the moment when you connect this way, in the video that I feed in the description, right, I remember I said this. The reason why you connect them is to decide whether it belongs to reflect or rotate. Reflect is when the connected line shows parallel. Okay, parallel, it depends on how you read it. Intersect, it means rotation. But there is 2 types of intersection. The messy one and the tidy one. Refer the video. Okay, so I'm going to tell you now verbally, okay, straight away. This is a messy one. It belongs to rotation, DAR, D as in direction, A as in angle 90 degree because of messy. Okay, tidy one, it will be 180. Check out the video, please. Okay, benefit you. It will benefit you. Okay, so the thing is, you know that's the 90, but you don't know where's the rotation point, right? So what you're gonna do? Okay, let me show you. I'm gonna use the legendary way. The legendary way, as in the ruler way. Okay, now everyone, wait. Let me draw a nice ruler first. Okay, so that's my ruler way. I'm gonna take this ruler and I'm gonna place it on one of the line. But suppose in the video that I mentioned, I use two lines to confirm the answer. So I'm going to do it now. So let's use this line. Okay, I'm going to use this line. Okay, let me highlight this. I'm going to use this line and I'm going to take this ruler and place it over here. Now, so the moment when I take this ruler, right, and I'm going to place it, I'm going to make sure one very important thing, guys. Okay, now see, you're going to make sure the 2 points fall. You see, let me highlight it. Can you see the 2 points that I select? It falls just nice on the 2 sides of the ruler, and it forms 90 degrees. Can you see that? That's the important thing, right? And it shows same length. You see, same length. That's why I get 1 point already. But student will say this thing, teacher, why not I go the other side? Okay, but never mind. You get 1 point over here already, right? Okay, we test out the other point. Okay, then you tell me whether possible or not. Okay, everyone. Imagine if you take this ruler, and you place it like this. You tell me, yes, you fit that condition. Can you see? You fit that touch your ruler, same length 90 degree. There's a point there for you, but it looks so impossible. Do you notice that? That's the reason why I don't choose that. That's why your answer is obviously this one. Okay, just now you already selected it. So this is the answer. So that's your rotation point of 9, 7. So I'm going to do 9, 7. I'm going to tell myself, if I connect these two things, it shows 90. It's a very obvious what? Anti-clockwise. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing for my S, okay, so I'm going to do this, you see, that's my center, okay, that's my center using pink, okay, and I'm pointing at S, I'm doing anti-clockwise 90 degree, so anti-clockwise is going to go here, so I'm going to stop here with 90 degrees, so my answer going to be 7 and 7, so answer will be A. Okay, so that's how I do it. Rotation, be extra careful. Check out the videos that I put it in the description link, or if let's say you don't get it, you refer this one more time. Okay, just now it becomes like laggy a bit, so sorry. Okay, so next, question 11. Okay, question 11 is an enlargement question. So how you deal with enlargement question, I'm going to write like some important points that it benefits your paper 2 as well. Enlargement, you have 2 important points, one being scale factor equals to image over object, so I'm going to put S. K means scale factor. COE as in center of enlargement, by connecting relevant points, extend it, you will be able to get the answer. Okay, Pentagon PQRS is the image. As you can see, I read quite fast. Okay, of JKLM, so that's the object. Okay, under enlargement, scale factor K. So I'm going to do the calculation now. Image 3, okay, your object gonna be 6, so your scale factor 3 over 6 equals to 1 over 2. So everyone, when you check out your ABCD, your answer is definitely CD. But student might ask, teacher, why can't the question be negative 1 over 2? Okay, the reason being, negative doesn't mean smaller. Negative means the orientation of your object image, it's totally the other way, opposite of it. You get the reason of it, not? Negative scale factor, it means your object image is the other way. Okay, it's the other way. For example, if I say something like this, this is negative scale factor. If I say there is a picture here and there's a picture here, I don't care whether it becomes bigger or smaller. As long as the orientation shows the same orientation, that will be positive. Can you see this orientation over here is like terbalik kan? That's negative. Okay, you get the difference? So your answer is definitely CD already. And where is your center of enlargement? point by point connect using ruler, point by point, same point connect, of course your LR connect, your MS connect, your relevant point is at 50. So confirm your answer will be C. Next. Okay, so everyone, question 12. Okay, question 12. As for question 12, it will be okay. For certain student, it might be tricky a bit because student might not memorize like this ASTC thing. I will just write it over here. This question is about trigonometry. Okay, whenever you do this question, there will be 3 steps. Step 1, determine the quadrant. Step 2, you're going to know whether it belongs to negative or positive. And step 3, you're going to use your CA. CA means corresponding angle, or maybe I will use quadrant 1 to represent it. Quadrant 1 means angle lesser than 90 degree, or maybe the so-called angle right beside the angle that you want to find. Can you see the angle that you want to find is Y? The angle right beside will be this one. That's the reason. Okay, the one which is lesser than 90, which is quadrant number 1. But obviously X is already 90 degrees, so I will treat that as quadrant 1. Okay, let's don't care about that. Care about what they mentioned. It mentioned that BD is a symmetrical axis. The moment when you see symmetrical axis, it means left and right is like totally equivalent. So it means this will be 8 and 8. And because of the 8 and 10, you actually know this as 6 by using Pythagoras theorem. Everyone, Pythagoras theorem. Okay, 90 degrees over here. And this 6, okay, I just write extra 10 square minus 8 square. Answer is 6. That's the meaning of Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so B is the midpoint, obviously. I know there's a symmetrical line already, right? And they say cos X and tangent Y. Everyone, it mentioned cos X. They didn't ask you to press cos angle, right? So cos X, I'm going to write cos X equals to AH. I want AH only. So this is 10, by the way. Your A is 8. Your H is 10. So this is 0.8. This is okay, right? So I get 0.8 already, 0.8 plus with another answer. So my tangent, you were going to do what? I can't take Y and do OA because how can I get opposite? And adjacent, impossible, right? So I'm going to use what? Okay, let's use this one. Okay, I'm going to draw a circle, put a cross, quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4, 0, 90, 180, 270, and 360. This is what I mean by the very powerful, symbol that you need to memorize your ASTC quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so quadrant 1 here I put A, quadrant 2 I put STC. So that's why sometimes you notice your teacher have been saying something called what? Add sugar to coffee, all science teacher crazy, something like this, right? These are the initial to help you out in memorizing the sequence of ASTC. Okay, so quadrant 1 means between 0 to 90 degree. A indicates all the sine cos 10 within this angle gives you positive value. That's the meaning. So when you come into S, it means sine. It means within this 90 to 180, whatever angles that fall in this category are going to be positive when it is a sine. Okay, and of course the same applies to your quadrant 3 and 4. So it says that I want tangent Y. Okay, tangent Y. So do you notice your Y shows quadrant 2? Why is it quadrant 2? You look at the visual of it. Can you see Y is like this? 90, more than 90 by a bit. It doesn't exceed 180. Quadrant 2, that's the reason. So when this is a quadrant 2, you're going to ask yourself, suppose quadrant 2, who is the positive one? Can you see it's stated as sine is the positive one? So if my question is about tangent, then confirm it will be what? Okay, then confirm it will be negative. It will be negative OA. But the problem is, how do I get the O and A? You have to go inside, use quadrant 1 to help out. That's why I've been saying, to get the answer, you use quadrant 1 to help out. Even though it's like quadrant 3, quadrant 4, you're going to use quadrant 1 to help out. So you're going to do your opposite adjacent, which is negative, opposite 6, and adjacent 8. Then you simplify everything lah. You're going to get your 3 and 4, which is 0.75. I purposely make it decimal point because they want it. Because normally we place it in fraction format. Right? Okay, so once you get like 0.8 minus 0.75, your answer comes out 0.05. Answer is A. I spend more time explaining. Remember just now I said I used less than 25 minutes to settle the whole thing because I do it. But now I'm explaining, that's why it takes more time. Okay? Deal? So remember, students, skip those questions that you are okay. Focus on question where I already put it there as tricky. That's all. Save your time. Focus more on other subjects, because other subject is way harder compared to maths. Trust me, maths you can do it on maths. Okay, so everyone, question 13 is a bit tricky, you know, because I didn't really see, I didn't see this kind of question before, okay, where they put a 2 there, or maybe they put like y equals to sine 2x, except for like school paper lah. Okay, this thing I'm going to show you a bit. Y equals to something cos something x. I'm going to show you like something funny, so eventually it becomes easier for you to understand. Okay, everyone. Remember in Penang paper, right? I drawed this 1, -1, and I drawed this y equals to cos x. I said that would be this underwear shape, right? Underwear shape. Okay, underwear shape. Okay, underwear shape. Okay, but the thing is, how if I place y equals to, I use different color lah. Okay, you're gonna know this, you know. If I use y equals to 2 cos x, what it means? It means this underwear, I pull it up. It's like you go secondary, I don't know lah, my secondary school very funny, you know. We go and pull somebody's like underwear up, okay, so that they just shout, ah, okay. So 2 cos x it means you pull this friend's underwear up, you know. It's like ouch, okay. So it's like that private part thing in the middle, just stuck in the middle of it. It's like ouch, okay. So you get -2 here, okay. So that's the meaning of 2. So imagine if I put y equals to 5 cos x, what you will hear? You hear like okay. So if I say y equals to 5 cos x, then the whole underwear is like tear off already. Okay. So this thing affects the height. And now I'm going to use like a different color and write y equals to cos 2x. So the 2 is like right in the middle. It means right. It means in our syllabus, right, it will be 90, 180, 270 and up to 360 for our SPM level, modern maths. Okay. So if I say 2, right, it means within this 360 there is 2 pieces of baby underwear, okay, or toddler underwear. So I'm going to draw like 1 piece of underwear and then another piece of underwear. So that's the meaning of it. You got it? So this affects the number of underwear, or maybe number of graph lah. Okay, so it depends on whether cos sine or maybe tangent lah. So for this case, can you see the 2 is like outside? So it means the height, can you see it's like 180? Suppose sine shape should be S shape. Refer Penang paper, I draw that. Okay. So can you see this one? Suppose it reach up to a maximum of 2. So confirm your H is 1 already. And confirm your H is 1 already. Because 2 times 1 is 1. Ma. So I'm going to go here and say, if let's say I'm going to read like this coordinate, right? Can you see this is K? So it will be K and H, right? So my H is 1 already. So I know the answer will be this and this one. Correct that? Okay, now the next thing will be, how do I decide whether my answer for K, it belongs to 30 or 45? Then I'm going to sub into the equation now. So I take this equation out, y, okay, equals to 2 sine x, right? I just sub it inside only lah. I just take this thing and sub inside x and y. So x and y. So 1 equals to 2 sine k. Got it? So this one, you bring it there. 1 over 2 equals to sine k. Remember, sine you want to eliminate, you're going to put like shift sine, right? So you're going to be, bring there, shift sine 1 over 2 equals to k. So I put shift sine. Shift sine 1 over 2, your answer will be 30. So k equals to 30 degrees. So you got it. So answer is B. Okay, so I explained. That's why it takes more time. Okay, next, come, next. Okay, now question 14. By the way, it's 4:30 a.m. now. Okay, because there is some problem with my mic just now. I do it like for like 1.5 hours. Okay, and I got stuck there. I can't do recording, so my voice is like a bit. Okay, now question 14 now. Okay, by the way, question 14, I'm going to use the trick and settle it for you, right? Okay, the trick that I've been saying. So this one and this one, I'm going to move it to the top. Okay, move it to the top and put it right over here. VQ what? VQR. Is there any missing alphabets there? VQR, check it out. Yes, there's an X there. PQRS, is there any missing alphabets, guys? Yes, PQRS, there is these two missing alphabets there, which is WX. It's fine. Okay, cut off the repeated one, right? Cut off the X and cut off the what? Cut off the Q. What else? Cut off the R. Okay, so X, Q, R. What else? Don't have really, so you put the V in front. Then you left PSW, right? So you put here PSW. Then you check one by one. So you take the ultimate V compared to these three things. Definitely X shorter lah. Put X lah. And then you take the ultimate V compared to the last three. PWS, right? So W shorter. So always go for shortest. Shortest like you. Shortest. So your answer got it already. Your answer is C. Easy peasy. Number 15. Okay, number 15. By the way, I have to say again, check out Penang's angle of elevation depression. Okay, it's different level. This one normal one. Okay, this one normal. Okay, come back to how we place the angle. I always place using this eyeball concept. Eyeball concept. And this eyeball always, there is this eye level where it's parallel to the horizontal ground. You have to remember that. Eye level that parallel to horizontal ground. Eye level, you don't tilt your head up and down. Fix there, eye level, okay? So I'm going to read it. Diagram 9 shows building and a flagpole. By the way, building and flagpole is just to indicate 90 degrees. Angle of depression. Okay, depression angle means angle of depression. I put it here lah. Angle of depression go down J from N. 17 from N. From N. So I'm going to draw to J. Where's J? Are there? J. Saw that. And then that's my eyeball because I'm looking at J ma. Right? Don't forget, your eye level must be parallel to the ground and place the 17 degree there. You get what I mean? So that's how you place the angle in a proper way. But nobody do that. Straight away draw the line again. Make sure you get another line and transfer the 17 there so that it's easier for you to conduct the calculations using right angle triangle. Okay, now what else? They say distance of K to L, okay, from the flagpole to the building. Okay, no, nothing special. So 20 over here, 20 over here, left over 15. So you're going to use this right angle triangle to help out. So using 17, I'm going to do like opposite, adjacent. So tangent, opposite, adjacent, tangent ma. So tangent 17 equals to 15 over KL and do the math lah, okay? KL equals to 15 over tangent 17. So all these things, just type it very fast to your calculator, right? Okay, I didn't use the calculator right at the bottom of me. I just press it over here. You do the same thing, okay? Because this one, I can just tell you verbally and you can type it yourself. Okay, except for some tricks. So KL equals to 49.06 degrees. What degrees pula? Meters, right? So you get your answer as A. Okay, next, question 16. The usual angle elevation depression again. Diagram 10, P and S are points on horizontal surface. PQR is a building. Given the elevation angle. Angle of elevation go up. Q from S, 38 degrees. Don't forget from S. Okay, let's do that drawing first. From S, draw to Q. Nice. Okay, don't forget the eyeball, eye level, somehow is the same as the ground, right? So this is the elevation, right? Okay, so I'm going to go back to the drawing one more time. You see, everyone, can you see that eyeball there just now? You have to know eyeball, eye level, up is elevation, down is depression. The angle is always right in front of the eyeball. You don't place it over here nor over here. Don't do that. Okay, so you see, I do the same thing over here, right? Eyeball, you go up, you see, eyeball, eye level, you go up, elevation, you go down, depression. Remember that. So that's the reason why I put the eyeball there. Okay, it will be easier to handle lah. Okay, so I'm going to put the 38 degrees there and see whether there's any extra things that they mention. They mentioned the other one, angle of elevation again. Go up, R from S. You see, angle of elevation, R from S, 55. So from S again, eyeball is there, eye level is already drawn, and you draw to R. Okay, and this whole thing shows 55. Saw that. So you have two right angle triangles, right? That's the standard one, standard angle of elevation depression. Okay, so I'm going to draw these two things out so you can see it nicely. So one is 55 with 40 cm, and that's the whole thing, RP. And of course you have another smaller, shorter version with 38 degrees and 40 cm. Okay, and this will be your QP. Okay, so now we're going to do what? They say please find QR. It means the difference of it lah. So we got to get the longest one minus the shortest one. And standard, guys, can you see we have been doing tangent all the way since Penang paper? Trigono paper, I believe you will see tangent one more time. Okay, so opposite adjacent again. So tangent 55 equals to RP over 40. So RP equals to tangent 55 times 40 lah. So tangent 55 first times 40 next. You will get 57.13. Okay, I'll just put like 2 decimal point because it's not paper 2. Paper 2, of course, you put longer lah. It will be like more accurate. Tangent 38 degrees equals to QP over 40. So bring this 40 over like usual. Okay, because like linear equation, right? Then you times with 40, nice. You get 31.25. Okay, so you're gonna minus it. Okay, because you want to get the height, right? So no, you want to get the difference. 57.13 minus the answer. Nada! Answer is 25.88. C. Next, bearing. The Penang bearing is actually more powerful. This one normal one, okay? Whatever things that you see over here, possible for you to calculate, just hantam inside first. 50, 50, 50, 100. So this is 80, okay? So these are the things that originally there. Okay, this question, right, in my Facebook, okay, you type Liang J bearing. I believe you will get it. It's called hashtag number 2. Okay, you can't find it, you can find me through WhatsApp. Okay, my number is at the description below. Okay, you can find me from there. Now, so how I deal with this is by using this word over there. Because suppose bearing there's 3 types, you know. One, it's given with north. The other one is without north, but they hint you like this. Can you see underline? This is number 2. Number 3 is like the Penang paper, no hints and they just give you like a few informations on the position with some angles, but no hints on north. Then you have to do some guessing and that's type number 3. Okay, so you can refer to the 3 types. Okay, it's in my Facebook, if I'm not mistaken, not YouTube. YouTube is like the usual basics, but bearing I did do it like I think 5 years ago. Okay, so that's how you do it. You see RT, so I put like 2 points there, R and T. Take a ruler, connect these 2 lines first. Okay, take a ruler, connect these 2 lines first. Okay, so once I connect these 2 lines, right, the first thing I do is to read R is north. R is north. Can you see these 2 points here? Okay, let's say you just take your finger, right, you put it right on top of R and T. You place it on R and T. The moment you place it on R and T, right, you move the R. Because they say R is north, so it means go to R position. Then you're going to imitate the rest as well. So the rest you will follow the same thing. You're going to draw 90 degrees. Okay, 90 degrees cross. You're going to draw 90 degrees cross, you see. So after you draw this thing, then we try to do some guessing first. Because bearing, normally you can do guessing. And if let's say possible for you to guess, then you don't have to calculate the rest of it. Okay, we try. S from R. So we go R, go north. Okay, north, and do turning to S. So turn, you see, go north, you know, go north, do turning clockwise, clockwise to S position. Oops, can you see it's lesser than 270, right? Less than 270. So I just move down and see whether there's any less than 270. Answer is C. Done. You see that? So you can do guessing. And if let's say you don't want to do guessing, you want to do calculation, can. Why not? Okay, so everyone, can you see 180 over here? Right? So it's just 180 plus 80, 260, correct? So up to you. Okay, so number 18. Okay, number 18. It's just a very normal Earth as a sphere. The moment when you see relevant longitude automatically, and if this is 100 east, the other side will be automatically 180 minus 100. 80 degree, one east, the other one west. For this case, Timur then Barat lah, so 80 Barat lah. Okay, and after that, do you notice they mentioned a very important diameter of the Earth? What it means? It means this thing, it shows 40 north. The other one, it will be 40 south. It's like automatic. When you see diameter of the Earth, this is how you do it. Opposite your longitude, and then your latitude you copy and opposite the direction. You see, you get the answer already. So they say, please find me the what? Please find the P position. Oh, cheap lah. 40 south and 80 Barat. Answer is D lah. By the way, the Barat is west lah. Okay, then 19, the usual one. Okay, be careful. This one is like free marks, you know. So you gotta make sure you go through a few. Okay, just like the Penang paper. Penang paper, there's a few there, you can check it out as well. Terengganu is the third paper. Okay, guys. So don't forget, what is our ultimate goal? I'm gonna do Selangor paper. Selangor paper is so far the hardest one lah. Okay. So everyone, 1, 2, 3 minus 4x minus 1. I'm writing extra workings. This one cut. Right? This one cut. And then 9x squared plus 1. Take these two things times together. Minus 3x double. Minus 6x. You see, I'm doing a shortcut, you know. If not, you're going to do this. It wastes your time. You see? 3x minus 1. 3x minus 1. 1 by 1 you times, you see, waste your time. But I will still write it lah, just for you to see. Can you see it's the same thing? Okay, so I repeat, you see? See what I do? I cut off. Take the first one, you square it. Nah. You take the next one, you square it. Nah, correct not? Then you take 3x and minus 1, you times it. Minus 3x, right not? You times it minus 3x, you double minus 6x. That's a faster way lah. Okay, then extra workings here, guys. 9x squared minus 6x plus 1 minus 4x plus 1. So 9x squared minus 6x and minus 4x, you get minus 10x. Plus 1 and plus 1, you get plus 2. So your answer is A. Done. So I'm rushing, you know. I'm trying to like rush all the way, and if I believe the explanation it helps, I will stop and explain. That's why you see now it's like 52 minutes already. Okay, so like what I mentioned, skip the questions that you think you're already okay. Focus on the hot questions. Okay, hot question, I will just list it over there, so it will help you out as well. Okay, nice. Question 20 is just a normal fraction related times divide where you will need factorization to help out. I have plenty of videos on that. I designed it for Form 2 students, and you can read it as you can watch it as well. It's called Algebra Series. Okay, in my YouTube channel. So everyone, I'll just write it one more time lah. 2ab minus 4b over 9 minus b squared times with 3 minus b over 6ab. So the sensitive thing here is you have to know all the relevant factorization. You can check out Algebra Series part 3, 4, part 4, 5, 6 is about factorizations. Okay, so everyone, 2 and 4, take it out, b take it out, you left a minus 2, close bracket. Okay, it's called easy factorize in my channel. Easy factorize over perfect square with a negative, you get 2 brackets with the square root answer, 3 minus b and 3 plus b, times with 3 minus b over 6ab. And then you can start cutting off, cut, right? So what else you can cut? 1, 3, b and b, because those are times relationship as well as 100% equal. That's why you can cut. That's the reason. Okay, so you left a minus 2 over, there's a 3a here, and there is a 3 plus b here, and you know where's your answer? Your answer gonna be donkey. Okay, next, question 21. It's a quadratic, what quadratic pula? Algebra, okay, algebraic formula. So you expand it, 2x plus 6y squared, can you see I expand it already, equals to 2 minus 3y squared. Okay, so they say express y, it means y equals to what, right? So I bring all the y together and bear this in mind. Always start your algebraic formula with positive terms. So you see, start positive, right? But now you're going to make your y together, right? So 6y squared, bring this over, plus 3y squared. 2 is originally there, I put it back. Bring the 2x over, minus 2x. Can you see, start positive, so it's good. So that's the point. Always start with positive. That's the correct way to deal with your algebraic formula. So 9y squared equals to 2 minus 2x. Y squared equals to 2 minus 2x over 9. Y equals to square root the whole thing. And then you notice that this square root, you can break it up to up and down, right? So looks like you can't square root the top, but you can square root the bottom into 3. So your answer gonna be A. It's gonna be A. Okay, next, question 22. Okay, question 22, let's see what they want. And this one a bit, tricky for weaker students. Okay, it says what? It says, Adam sells 2 types of cakes at different prices. A slice of chocolate cake is sold at RM3. 1 slice of chocolate, RM3. A slice of cheesecake is twice the chocolate price. It will be 6 lah. This one is 3, this one is 6. In conjunction with the opening of new branch, he's given 50% on all types of cake prices. So what happened? 50% for all cakes, it means chocolate cake will be, it will be 1.5 lah. And cheesecake, it will be 3 ringgit. That's the point. Then they say derive the formula for selling a cake, selling price of cake Z, selling price of cake Z if M slice of cake and N slice of cheesecake are sold. So Z equals to 1.5 Z plus 3N. So your answer will be what? Not Z. It's supposed to be M. So your answer will be C. Okay, answer will be C. Okay, next, come. Now this question here, it's indices. I'm going to use like the normal form 3 way of indices because some of you didn't take add maths. Okay, everyone, base by base. So 49. Okay, 49. Okay, 49. Sorry. Form 3, I always say this to them. I say 47. This 49, you got to make it 7 square. Okay, 7 square. So I'm right, 7 square. Extra working first, guys, to explain. Of course, you can work out faster. Go ahead lah. Okay, so the divide, I'm not using it. I will make it into times 1 over a cube b because it will be like over 1. Then you switch it. Standard primary way lah. So 1, 2, 3, 3 bases there. It will be 2 and 1 over 2, 7 lah. 2 and 1 over 2, a lah. Then b and 1 over 2, b, 4 lah, times with 1 over a cube b. And of course, do the rest. I'll just times it first, guys. Okay, so can you see this one is like b5 now? But the problem is you still have a to deal with, right? So when you deal with a, right? Can you see on top there is only 1a? So the idea is like this, 1a on top, but 3a below. So when you cut, you left 2 below, right? So it will be 7 over a square b. 5, answer is A. Okay, next question 24. You can just type hantam everything into your calculator, or you can do this. Now, see everyone, 5, 3 over 2. Okay, do you notice there is this one thing that I don't like it so much in your form 3? I always say this, and I don't like this very much. And can you see this times 3 power negative 1? When you see negative hantam, switch the place from up to down. Okay, that's the idea. Let me show you a few examples. Let's say a power negative 2 over b power negative 2. You can always do this, You don't like the negative, you switch down. You don't like the negative, you switch it up. You can switch it, right? So if let's say you have another example like this. A power negative 2b. And you don't like the negative, you can do it this way. See, you remain the b on top, you switch this down. A2. You can do that. So I switch this down. Suppose it will be 3, 1. Times with 3, 2, and then times with 5102. You want to switch the 5102 to the top and make it negative 102 also can, but I don't want. So I just remain that way. I'm just showing you a few tricks. So this becomes 3 cube already, you know. Then now you're going to ask yourself, hey, I see a over, it means divide, right? Divide means minus. So 5, 3 over 2 minus 1 over 2 over 3 cube. So it will be 3 over 2 minus 1 over 2, you get 5 power 1. 3 minus 1, you get 2, right? 2 over 2, you get 1. So 5, 1 over 3, 3. Answer will be 5 over 27, boy. But there's one thing for weak students, you can always type everything out, everything you type out, as you get the final answer, because everything is numbers, right? Type nicely with brackets, everything out, then you compare one by one. That's another way to get your answer for indices lah. Okay? So 25 come. Okay, next. 25, there's one thing I'm going to show you. Everyone, can you see this symbol here? There's this extra line below, right? So it means your circle is like darkened. You have to know this. If let's say it's like this way of like greater or lesser symbol without extra line below, right? It will be one circle. Just to show you that lah. Okay, so I'm gonna do some tuning to it. Minus 3x plus 5 greater than negative 1. Okay, minus 3x, bring this plus 5 over, you get minus 1 minus 5. I'm writing extra working, so minus 6. Okay, now there's only two conditions where you will switch your position. Okay, it will be when both side negative, you cut, you switch. That's the first case. Okay, that's the first case. Or when you are doing this, times divide involving negative. Times divide involving negative, you move, you switch. So your answer is this one, correct? So, sorry everyone. Can you see I missed out the extra line there? I missed out that. Okay, so you're going to go to number 2, you know. You're going to go to number 2. So which one goes to number 2? This one wrong. This one wrong. This one goes number 2, goes number 2, right? So you're going to use this. Can you see your X is on the left? That's the correct format, you know. And look at this arrow, it points this side, right? So answer is C. Okay? Okay, 26 come next. 26. Okay. Now this one, it's a bit tricky. Okay, this thing caught me. Okay, first of all, by referring to these two things, right? Okay, it says find the minimum value of P minus Q, right? Be careful. So in order to get the minimum, you have to agree with this one. In order to get minimum, you got to get the smallest number over here, smallest minus the biggest one, so that the gap becomes like as small as possible. So the smallest that you can get in P within 3 to negative, within 3 to 12, why not I just write everything out, easier for you to see lah. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, now everyone, this is the smallest number 4. Okay, and you're gonna minus the biggest in Q. Okay, let's do some calculation over here lah. So 3 minus Q greater than 7, minus Q greater than 7 minus 3, minus Q greater than 4. This is the one where I say times. By the way, this is negative 1Q. Negative 1Q is a times relationship. Times bring to the other side, you get divide. Can you see when you bring the times, the negative tag along, this is where you have to switch. Switch negative 4. So if you look at this thing, right? So what are the possible values? Okay, let me check with you. Very easy. Okay, negative 4 is here. I put a circle on top and I point this way. Can you tell me if you point this way, what's your answer? Negative 5, negative 6, and so on, right? So if you want the biggest value, do you notice when you go this side in number line, your negative value is actually getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So the biggest that you can get is not negative 4, you know, it's negative 5. So your answer will be 4 plus 5. Answer will be 9. So answer is D. Okay, next everyone, 27. Okay, 27. Diagram 13 is a pie chart showing the donations of donation to 4 clubs. The total donation is 18,000. Ooh, 18,000. Let's see what they want. Okay, so 18,000 is for the total, and I will say this way lah. Okay, Let me see whether there's oh, I missed out this, so sorry. Can you see they say is given that donation of QRS. QRS is in the ratio of 2, 3 and 5. Okay, so this will be in 2, this will be 3 and this will be 5. Okay, so why not I just minus it first lah. So I will take my 360 degree minus of 40 degrees to get 320. And the 320 degrees represents 2, 3, 5, 10 portion. Which one okay or not? So if let's say 320 degrees represents 10 portion, 40 degrees represents how many portion? 1, 2, 3, 4. 320 over 40 equals to 10 over x. Cut, 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 cut. Okay, so 8 over 1 equals to 10 over x. Cross multiplier, 8x equals to 10, x equals to 10 over 8. Wait, I noticed that I do something stupid. I did something stupid. Why? Why am I going to do all these things? Yeah, I did something stupid. Funny. Okay, this one is actually 1.25. Hey, why I do this? Weird. Actually, no need one, you know. Because they want S ma. Cry not. Oh, they want S, what should I do? I just take the angle lah, you. Why going to do all these things? Okay, everyone, sorry I did something stupid. Okay, so this is what I should do. Now, it's not no need one. The 1.25 no need one. Okay, so this is what I should do. 320 divide by 10 parts. Okay, and then times with 5. This is what I should do. 320 divide by 10 parts times 5. So it will be 160, you know. 160 degrees. So this is 160. Then I can do already 160 over 360 times with your total 18000. Then I can do already. Ayo, I gila one go and do stupid things. Okay, so everyone, your answer is 8000. So I'm going to explain a bit. Okay, first of all, this format comes from what you need divide by total and then times with the total. It depends on total, whether is it pie chart, percentage, okay, pie chart, percentage, or your actual total. As you can see, actual total here is 18,000. So that's the universal formula. What you need divide by total times whatever totals that you want to convert into. You want to convert to 360, you times 360. You want to convert to percentage, you times 100%. Okay, 27. Okay, as for 28, what do you want? Estimated mean. Oh, this one we do before lah. Get the midpoint first lah. Okay, get the midpoint. So let's see the midpoint over here. Okay, midpoints. Okay, so it's 1 hour already. We are at question 28, but you sure can do faster one, everyone. You can do faster, way faster, because I explained like quite a lot in the first the front few questions there. Okay, 25 plus 29, 25 plus 29 divide by 2, you get 27, and the rest of it you can do it quite fast then. 30 plus 34 divide by 2, 32 lah, and the rest of it is like pattern. 37, 42, okay, 47, 52, and then you get the times with your frequency, but be careful because sometimes they put cumulative, you know. But this one frequency is still okay lah. Now, so I'm going to write the workings out, that's why it takes up your time. So over, I'm going to show you. Now, it happens in your paper 2 statistics as well. Okay, make sure you know this. 27 times 7 plus 32 times 10 plus 37 plus times 9 plus 42 times 7 plus 47 times 2 plus 52 times 1 and divide by total frequency of 36. So you hantam everything into your calculator, then you will get your answer 1282 over 36. Then your answer is C. Okay, can? Next, okay, next 29. Be careful, cumulative frequency, I tell you. This one keng oh. Okay lah, not that keng lah. We see can already. Okay, see what they want. Table 3 shows cumulative frequency for the score obtained by 40 participants in the quiz. Okay, a number of scores of new participants are added to the data. The new mode score is number 3. Okay, the new mode score is number 3. You cannot use cumulative frequency to determine that. You have to work backwards to get it. So your frequency is number 5. 16 minus 5, everyone. 16 minus 5, you get 11. 25 minus 16, you get 9. 33 minus 25, you get 8. And 40 minus 33, you get 7. So currently, this is the mode. This is the old mode, you know, old mode. You want to make it the new mode. So they say, what is the minimum number of participants you have to add so that it becomes a new mode? So it means you have to get extra by 1 from that 11, then can already. So 9 you got to plus 3 lah. Okay, so answer is 3. You plus 3, it becomes 12. If you plus 2, it becomes 11, then you have 2 modes. Okay, be careful. Okay, number 30, 10 more questions come. Go, 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 go. Diagram 14 shows an ogive of the scores obtained by a group of Form 5 students in a mathematics test. Okay, by the way, this question, let me see. I think there's an error here. Okay, never mind, I just check. Okay, I check first. Okay, diagram 14 is an ogive, okay, obviously. Which one is not true? Which one is not true? Your 10 to 19. 10 to 19 is number 3. Let me see. 10 to 19 is number 3. Okay. 20 to 29. 20 to 29 is 8. Yes. 30 to 39 is 8. Nani? No. Answer is 16. Ma. So answer wrong. C. Okay. Next. 31. Positive U shape. Pass through number 9. Ma. Okay. U shape pass through number 9. Negative 9. I said wrongly. U shape pass through negative 9, both acceptable. Then what you should do? Can you see they give you the 2 roots? So what you should do? You take this and hunt them into your calculator, right? So if let's say you are using this normal calculator, then you know what to do, right? Mode 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Press 1, the equation. Press right side, degree, press 2. Then you insert ABC. A is 2, B is negative 3. C is negative 9. So I insert 2, negative 3, negative 9. Then you will get your answer as 3 and negative 3 over 2. So your answer is D. But of course, if let's say you are using the calculator right at the bottom of me, right? So that's how you do. You press mode. Okay, you're going to press mode. Then you got to go this thing called number 10, this alphabet A here, so you're going to press alpha A. Then polynomial, you press number 2 and select degree of 2. Then you can insert already lah. So in our case, it will be 2 minus 3 minus 9. Okay, then after that you get number 3 and negative 3 over 2 lah. That's why your answer is this one, you see, 3 and negative 3 over 2. Okay, next, 32, sets. Okay, sets, be careful. I'm going to write everything out so that you'll be able to see it lah. Universal says, universal set means all the elements that happens in your sets. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Multiple of 3. So I'll just do it over here. This one is the universal lah. I write it for you to see only. Multiple 3, you have 12, 15, 18 done. Multiple of 6, it belongs to R. You have 12, 18 done. Right? So it says Q intersect R. Q and R's intersection, it will be 12 and 18, right? But they mentioned the word prime. So it means don't want 12 and 18. 12 and 18 don't want. You'll have 11, 13, 14. 11, 13, 14. 11, 13, 14. 11, 13, 14. So this one out already lah. Then 15, 16, 17. 15, 16, 17. This one out. Answer is B. Okay. So remember, this is intersect, Intersect means share. Union means you sapu everything, whatever shit you want. That's called union. Then that prime thing, be careful. Prime means you don't want. But when you don't want, you always go back to universal. This is important. Okay, number 33. Wow. Okay, let's see. I always write this way, egg sandwich. Q is tuna sandwich, because alphabets just very confusing. Okay, sardine sandwich. Okay, then say number of universal 260, it means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 260. Number of P is like these two things is 100. Number of Q is like these two things is 120. Number of R is 20 over here, I put it first. P intersect Q is 10, so this is 10, and it makes me know that this is 90, because P total is 100, so these two things plus together supposed to be 100. And then Q supposed to be 120, so this is 110. Okay, then they say, never mind, I have to get the outer part first. Because don't forget, they said total is 260, right? So I'm going to get 260 minus the rest of the numbers inside, 90, 10, 110, and 20. So the inner part is, sorry, I haven't cleared yet. 260 minus 90 minus 10 minus 110 minus 20. Pop, your answer is 30. Now once you get this, then they say find the difference between the number of students who did not take any sandwich. Did not take any sandwich is 30. With the number of students who took sardine sandwich only, which is 20. So the answer is 10. Okay, number 34, it repeats all. Okay, nice. Impossible to be xy, so y equals to negative 2x squared minus 3x over x over x. Y, suppose you can do like over the whole thing with x, but I'll just spread it to 2 lah. The reason why I spread it to 2 is because eventually you have to divide both, right? So minus 2x minus 3. So it's a slide down, pass through negative 3. Answer is C. Okay, 35. Nice. Okay, we are ending soon. By the way, it's 1 hour and 15 minutes, right? It's just past 1 hour and 15 minutes. Okay, so we have another 5 more questions with explanation. Okay, good progress. Okay, not bad. But trust me, you do it yourself way faster. But seriously, set the time and rush. Okay? Can 35 come? Diagram 16 shows straight line with intercepts of x and y on the Cartesian plane. Okay, nothing special. By the way, Q it's x-intercept, right? So it means this will be 0 and y lor. Correct, right? Gila, what I do? Okay, it's supposed to be Q lah, Q and 0. Y equals 0 ma, x-intercept. And can you see they say find the value of Q, it means the x-intercept? But this question you don't need equation, you know. What for you need equation? You do gradient, then you can get the answer already. Hayden, remember? This is the one that you asked me. Okay, Hayden. So, I'm going to do this, you know. I get these two things, get the gradient first. So, 2 minus 4 over 4 minus 1. 2 plus 4, you get, okay, I just write over here lah, easier. Okay, then 4 plus 1, you will be 6 over 5. And this 6 over 5 gradient is the same as if you incorporate these two or you incorporate these two. To find gradient, same answer. Because they have the same, they are on the same line. Okay, so let's say I'm going to do it on my this one and this one. So I'm going to write it on top lah. 2 minus 0 over 4 minus q. So it will be 2 over 4 minus q. This one equals to this one. So I write that for 2 over 4 minus q equals to 6 over 5. Everyone, remember, skip to the questions where you need help. Don't watch the whole thing, it wastes your time. Okay, so 10 minus 24 equals to minus 6q. Minus 14 equals to minus 6q. Cut, bring there. So q equals to 14 over 6. Okay, so what is 14 over 6, everyone? 14 over 6, your answer is 7 over 3. Okay, 7 over 3 is D. Okay, next. Okay, question 36. Okay, there are 80 red shirts and 32 green shirts in the container. So total there will be 80 and 32 lah. It will be 112 lah, right? Okay, a shirt is chosen at random from the container. Find the probability that a shirt is green is chosen. 32 over 112 lah. This one is one event. So answer is 2 over 7. A. Next, question number 37. Bookshelf, 40 science book, and a number of geography means X. 40 plus X is the total. So when you generate your own probability, it gotta be what you need divided by a total. And the total is 40 plus X. The probability of choosing a geography book, this is what you need. That's why you have to put X already, because geography is X. And the probability that you write it yourself, it's equals to the given probability 3 over 8, because this is the one where they simplified already. Then you got the answer already, cross multiply. 8x equals to 120 plus 3x. Bring there. 5x equals to 120. X equals to 120 over 5. Okay, answer is 24. Okay, so they want X, right? Yeah, so answer is boy. Easy. Okay, 38 come. Wow, variation. Okay. P varies inversely as square root of Q. P varies inversely square root of Q. Or maybe P equals to K over square root Q. Right? Standard lah. These are the things that we do. And what is after K, right? So put the complete information inside. 3 equals to K over square root 64. Square root 64, 8 lah. K equals to, bring that 24. Rewrite it. Rewrite it, see? Rewrite it. So P equals to 24 over square root Q. So that's the formula. And then now, insert the incomplete one. P equals to 24 over square root 16. Square root 16 means 4 lah. Skip your workings, guys. So answer is P equals 6. Okay, done. Next. That's why I say I'm flying there. Okay. So specific question that you need explain, I will stop and explain. Okay. 39. The volume of prism. Oh, this one okay ma. Volume of prism varies directly as the length. Okay, directly as the length and the height of the prism. Volume equals to constant length and height. Done? I got the equation already. Solve the K. You see I'm doing the same thing, right? Solve the K, then you get 450 equals to K. Length and the height is 10 and 5 respectively. So 10 and 5. So 50 lah. So K equals to 10 and 5, you get 50, then you bring that, you have to divide, right? So 450 divided by 50, you get 9. So formula comes out already, formula. So V equals to 9LH. Calculate the volume, length and height given already. So volume equals to 9 times 12 and 7. Okay ma? Nothing special. So 9 times 12 and 7. Oops. 9 times 12 times 7. Ta-da! 756. Be careful when you do all these questions, okay? You just have to be extra careful. Okay? Yes, finally, the last one, matrix. Then we can count and see whether you can get 40 marks or not. Actually, you go through these questions so you know 40 over 40 already lah. Okay, they say inverse ma. So this one is already there. So I take this one in inverse lah. So 3, negative 1, 4, 2, inverse. 1 over. Cross, cry not. So 3 and 2, 6. Minus 1 and 4. You get minus 4. You get plus 4. 2, 3, you switch. The next one you don't switch. You throw negative. You see, usual class I have been doing the same thing, you know. 1 over 10, 2, 1, negative 4 and 3. And then you compare. M equals to 10. K equals negative 4. Then they say plus together. Okay, minus 4 plus 10. Answer is 6. B. Yes, we are done. Okay, so like what I say as a conclusion, Perlis paper overall, of course I still use like 1 hour and 23 minutes to explain to you lah. Okay, so it doesn't matter because the main thing here is you're gonna try it because I explained. So make sure everybody you skip to that part. You see, I've been saying the same thing. Okay, very grammar story. Okay, so always skip to the question. I mean, it's in for mathematics. Skip to the question that you want to watch. Okay, save up the time. Everybody, yes, you can do it. Tell yourself, today is a good day to do maths, and you can do it. Okay, bring back your confidence. Okay, okay or not? Bye bye.